Hello everybody, this is Bird Brain. We're here, we are nerdy for the birdies. We need to have a serious conversation about this football team. They lost to the Giants. Ignore the record. Ignore everything about the record with this team. I want to ask a very honest question. What does this team do well? What do they do well? Who on this team is doing their job at a high level consistently to the point that we feel like that is a thing that we can say, hey, this team can do this? Because as of right now, it's pretty much nothing. And it's everyone at every level. This is a bad football team. Don't let the record fool you. This is a bad football team. I refuse to believe that this team was a Quinyon Mitchell and Jalen Carter away from being competent tonight. And it's all three phases. Defense couldn't contain to save their lives. Couldn't stop the run to save their lives. And apparently, we have no corners on this roster outside of Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Because none of them can cover. Special teams. We still can't field kickoffs. Someone remind me again why exactly Howie traded 2 picks to get Tank Bigsby? He's not doing anything on offense, and he's muffing kickoffs. I mean, he had a huge mistake before halftime, where he muffs the kick and then tries to return it. If he just takes the knee in the end zone, we're starting at the 20 at least. And this has been a recurring issue that special teams has hurt this team. The Eagles brought back Britton Covey. They, claimed Xavier Gibson. These are special teamers. Why are they not leaning into them? Why is Jahan Dotson still returning punts when you have Britton Covey as a more electric returner? What are we doing? And then A.J. Dillon muffs a kickoff out of bounds. And now the Eagles' offense starts backed up. And then we get to the offense, which was arguably, of this game, the most positive part, and that's saying a lot. Because it's getting really ridiculous. This offense is not in sync at all. There is not cohesion consistently, and it feels like if this team does not have a successful first down, that's it. Drive over. Like, you don't have to look at anything else. If they don't have a successful first down, it's drive over. They're going to punt. This team has the highest 3-and-out rate in the NFL. I want you guys to think about that. And I keep hearing about, oh, this offense has so much talent. This team has so much talent. Talent means nothing without execution and scheme, and we talked about this a few days ago. 2 things the Eagles are not doing very well at. And it's getting really ridiculous. Yes, there are injuries on spots on this team. That is no excuse. Look at the Giants. They played this game without their starting number 1 wide receiver, who's out for the season, and their number 2. And they still were killing our corners. This is embarrassing. The Saints, who were the worst team in the league, forced 5 turnovers against the Giants. Do you realize how pathetic that is? The Giants were killing this team on 3rd down. And you know why? Because they were successful on 1st down. And I ask again, what is it that this team does well? On any level. What is it that they do well? Because until they figure that out, they're going to keep losing games. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it now. This is 2023 all over again. And it's much worse because it's happening a lot faster. You have a very tough schedule this year, and we all knew that coming in. There were things that we expected out of individuals, and we are not seeing that this year. We're not seeing it. It's a top-down problem. It's a Nick problem. It's a Howie problem. It's a Kevin Patullo problem. It's a Vic Fangio problem. It's a Jalen Hurts problem. It's an everyone on this roster problem. because we expect better from this team. And I know some people are going to be like, you're 4-2. The problems have been there since week 1. I give grace for week 1. I honestly do. A lot of weird stuff happened. Your best defensive player, is spitting on another dude and he gets ejected. You had the lightning delay. A lot of things happened. I understand that. It's week 1. Weird shit happens week 1. The problems seem to be getting worse. People have said the run defense has not been up to par. You got killed tonight. The contained rushing, we saw it against the Chiefs a few weeks ago. Patrick Mahomes is scrambling like crazy. They could not stop Jackson Dart tonight if they wanted to. This is unacceptable on every single level of the team. I think legitimately the only players on this roster that we can say we have no criticism of are Jake Elliott and Braden Mann. That's it. I can't even say the special teams unit, because for the umpteenth time, Sidney Brown just has to do something stupid on special teams and get fined, or get penalized for it. And kill field position. The discipline is still not there. 2-minute drill. I mean, you're lucky the Giants are dumbasses, because what the fuck were they doing taking the timeout? And then Jalen Hurts, you're going to slide? What are we doing? What are we doing? Literally, what is this team good at? And it's really disappointing because of the names on this roster. But at this point, who cares what the names on this roster are? Look at the Giants roster. Look at the dudes they have. And you notice the difference between the Giants and Eagles tonight? One team is well coached. Or at least was better coached than the opposite team. This is upsetting. It really is upsetting. I don't want to hear a word about Super Bowls or dynasties or anything like that. You can't win a game right now. You can't win a game. This is mind-boggling that we're doing this again. And I stare straight at Sirianni. I'm not calling for anyone to be fired when I say this. But he needs to step it the fuck up. Because this is unacceptable. How can your team go to MetLife and look this unprepared? How? Your job, and I said it last week during my Broncos take, and I'm going to have the same take here. Your job is to make sure that these guys are ready. You're not coaching the offense anymore. Right? Or at least you're not supposed to be. You're CEO coach. You're supposed to handle the culture. Does this look like a good culture right now? No. You're supposed to make sure everyone's ready and fundamentally sound. Does this team look fundamentally sound to you? No. What does this team do well? At this point in time, punt and kick field goals. That's it. And they don't kick field goals that often because the offense can't move. Because, again, if they fail on first down, that's it. Every single Eagles fan should be pissed off right now at this organization. Because this is unacceptable. I keep hearing we're putting away the Super Bowl, it's done. Yeah, it's done now. You don't have any Super Bowls now. Because right now we are focused on 2025. You're done. It happened. We can't stop looking at, last year this happened. No, it's done now. It's done. New season, new year, and you gotta figure out your shit. Because it's very, very easy to become a bad team in the NFL. It's very hard to stay a consistent, good team. And we're seeing the exact same problems rise again and again. This is unacceptable from a coach that has been with this team for 5 years. A quarterback that has been with this team for 6 years. Players, veterans on this roster that have been here for quite a while. This is unacceptable. And I'm not just talking about this game. I'm talking about this season. Step it the fuck up. Player of the game? Who? Oh, because Goddard had 100 yards in a meaningless game? Who? I don't like doing this. I really don't. But they gotta fix their shit. Because until they do, I'm gonna keep doing these low-effort reactions here. What can I say this week that I didn't say about last week? At least last week they only lost by 4. Now you're losing by 17. Best team in the NFL. People got so mad when Drew Brees said it wasn't a good team. Well, Drew Brees is right. So now what? What's the plan? What's the play? Where do we go from here? And it's just, to me, how do I have faith that they're going to fix it at this point? Because we've been saying for weeks, hey, this is a problem. Hell, this goes back to training camp. Hey, this corner thing's not looking too good. They got to figure out something there. Oh, the offensive line depth's looking rough. They got to figure out something there. The offense in training camp looks really simplistic, and it's a lot of short passes. They are struggling. I mean, what is there to be able to say that at least the Philadelphia's can do this? At this point, at least the Philadelphia Eagles can lose, because that's all they've done in recently. And I've said it. We're playing with fire, and you're getting burned. Sunday you got burned. Today you got incinerated. That is not a good football team you lost to. I don't care what anybody says. That is a bad football team, and everyone knows that. And to be embarrassed that badly by that football team, I mean, this is arguably one of the worst losses in the Nick Sirianni era, in my opinion. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing on every level. So I now challenge the team. They're not going to listen to this, but I'm just talking into the void. What are they going to do now? What the fuck are they going to do now? What's the plan? What's the play? What are you going to do? Because a week and a half from now, you're going to go play the Vikings, and they're playing either a rookie quarterback or a backup quarterback. And the Vikings look like a much better coach team right now than Philly. They have much better players right now than the Giants have. So if you thought this was bad, if you don't fix your shit, you're going to look like the Bengals in a few weeks. That's all. This has been Bird Brain. Get a good night's sleep, Philly. It's been a rough one for us. I'll see you around.